The phone buzzed on the kitchen counter, a harsh vibration that cut through the silence of the empty house. My heart lurched as I read her text, "Don't call me." The words glowed on the screen, cold and final, like a blade slipping between my ribs. My thumb hovered over the reply button, trembling with a cocktail of rage and hurt. I typed, "Don't come home." Sent. The words felt like spitting venom, but they also felt like truth. 10 minutes later, my phone lit up with 20 missed calls, her name flashing like a warning siren. I didn't answer. I couldn't. Not yet. The living room smelled of her lavender perfume, a ghost of her presence clinging to the air. The couch, where we'd spent countless nights tangled in each other's arms, now felt like a crime scene. I sat on its edge, staring at the coffee table where her keys usually landed with a careless jingle. Tonight, they weren't there. Neither was she. The clock on the wall ticked too loudly, each second a hammer against my skull. I replayed the last month in my mind, searching for the moment I should have known. It started with the late nights. "Work's insane," she'd said, her voice breezy as she kicked off her heels by the door. I believed her because I wanted to. Because love makes you stupid. But the signs were there, small cracks in the facade, her phone face down on the counter, the way she'd flinch when I reached for it to check the time. The new perfume, sharper than her usual soft lavender. The way her laughter felt rehearsed when I asked about her day. I'd rationalized it all, stress, exhaustion, maybe a midlife crisis at 32. Anything but the truth. I stood, my bare feet cold against the hardwood floor, and wandered to the kitchen. Her coffee mug sat in the sink, lipstick smudged on the rim like a traitor's kiss. My fingers tightened around my phone, her missed calls stacking up like accusations. I opened our texts, scrolling back to last week. "Dinner with the team tonight," she'd written. "Don't wait up." I hadn't questioned it. But now, I remembered the faint scent of cologne on her jacket when she came home, a musky note that wasn't mine. I'd told myself it was nothing. A crowded elevator, a client meeting. Lies I fed myself to keep the world from crumbling. The doorbell rang, sharp and jarring. My pulse spiked. I didn't move. It rang again, followed by a frantic knock. "Evan, open the door." Her voice, high and desperate, pierced the quiet. I stayed frozen, my heart a war drum. Why was she here? After "Don't come home." The phone buzzed again in my hand, another call from her. I silenced it and walked to the door, my hand hovering over the knob. I could feel her on the other side, her energy chaotic, unraveling. "Evan, please," she called, softer now, her voice cracking. I opened the door, and there she was, Clara, her dark hair disheveled, mascara streaking down her cheeks. Her eyes, usually warm like honey, were wild with something I couldn't name. Fear. Guilt. Both. "What do you want?" My voice was low, steady, but it carried the weight of everything I wasn't saying. I didn't mean it," she stammered, clutching her purse like a lifeline. "The text. I was upset. I didn't think you'd. Didn't think I'd what?" I cut her off, stepping closer. "Tell you not to come back. After you've been lying to me for weeks." Her mouth opened, then closed, like a fish gasping for air. "I haven't lied," she said, but her voice trembled, betraying her. She reached for my arm, and I pulled back, the motion instinctive, like recoiling from fire. "Don't," I said. "Don't touch me." Her hand fell, and she looked at me like I'd slapped her. "Evan, you don't understand. It's not what you think." "Then tell me." My voice cracked, betraying the calm I was trying to hold on to. "Tell me why you smell like someone else's cologne. Tell me why you're never home. Tell me why you texted me not to call you, like I'm some stranger you can dismiss." Her eyes darted away, to the floor, to the street behind her where a car idled, its headlights cutting through the dark. My stomach twisted. "Who's in the car, Clara?" She froze, her breath catching. "No one," she said too quickly. "It's just an Uber." "Bullshit." I pushed past her, striding toward the car. The driver's window was down, and a man sat there, his face half-lit by the street lamp. He was older, maybe 40, with sharp cheekbones and a jawline that looked carved from stone. He didn't look at me, but his hands gripped the wheel too tightly. "Evan, stop." Clara's voice was a scream now, raw and panicked. She grabbed my arm, her nails digging into my skin. "It's not what you think." "Then what is it?" I spun to face her, my voice booming in the quiet street. "Who is he? Why is he here?" Her lips trembled, and for a moment, I thought she'd break. But then her face hardened, and she said, "He's my boss. We were working late. That's all." I laughed, a bitter, hollow sound. "Your boss drives you home at midnight. Sits outside our house like he's waiting for something." She didn't answer. The silence was louder than any confession. I turned back to the car, my hands shaking with the urge to yank the door open, to drag him out and demand answers. But Clara's voice stopped me. "I made a mistake," she whispered. So soft I almost missed it. "Evan, I'm sorry." The words hit like a punch, stealing my breath. I turned slowly, searching her face for the woman I'd married, the one who'd promised forever under a starlit sky. She was gone, replaced by this stranger with tear-streaked cheeks and a lie on her lips. "A mistake?" I echoed, my voice barely audible. "What kind of mistake, Clara? Did you trip and fall into his bed?" Her sob was sharp, like glass breaking. "It wasn't like that," she said, her voice rising. "It was one time. I was lonely, and you were always working, and I didn't know how to tell you I was drowning." "Drowning?" I stepped closer, my voice a low growl. "You think I wasn't. You think I didn't notice you pulling away. But I didn't run to someone else. I didn't betray you." She flinched, her shoulders hunching like she could shrink away from the truth. "I love you," she said, her voice small. "I still love you." The words felt like a slap, mocking everything we'd built. I looked at the man in the car, still staring straight ahead, a coward hiding in plain sight. Then I looked back at her, my wife, my heart, my betrayer. "You don't get to say that," I said, my voice steady now, cold as steel. "Not anymore." I turned and walked back to the house, her sobs echoing behind me. The door slammed shut, the sound final, like a gunshot. My phone buzzed again, another missed call, her name flashing like a wound that wouldn't close. I powered it off and sank onto the couch, the lavender scent suffocating me. Outside, the car's engine roared to life, then faded into the night. In the silence, I waited for the pain to swallow me whole. But something else stirred instead, a spark of resolve, sharp and unyielding. She'd broken us, but I'd survive this. I had to. The alternative was unthinkable.